And here comes Poland. Meanwhile, over in the men's list, there's España, Spain. I like that. That scale aventail there. Looks like bird feathers coming out of his head. All right, here we go. Looks like round 3, France versus Spain. Round 3, France versus Spain. They're looking at each other, testing each other out. Here advances France. Oh, cross-checking and a disarm. That's points. That's points for France. Checking and then following up with the blow. And here comes the women's. That's South Africa. Here we go, France versus Spain. There's the cross-check. Cora. He's gotten inside the guard in Spain. Oh, blow hard. The head every time and blocking every time. Oh, that one got through to the chest by South Africa. South Africa's with the overhead blocks, but Spain is just parrying them by just putting the polearm right there. It looks, why am I saying Spain? Poland. Poland seems to have the advantage in experience. Nice shot to the lower legs, perfectly legal. No, so the advantage in reach is being, oh, right to the hand, is being blocked by Poland. Boom, that scored a point. And here comes Poland answering back with a swing and a miss, and there's the round. So how we do over in the men's list? Let's find out. France versus Spain. Did we have a winner over there?
Kto zwyciężył
No, I thought they had 3 rounds.
rywalizacji mężczyzn? Czy to będzie zwycięstwo Hiszpanii? Czy to będzie zwycięstwo Francji? Walka była bardzo wyrównana, więc spodziewam się nawet remisu, powiem szczerze. Z tego co widzę, jak długo sędziowie się naradzają, to jest spora szansa na remis. No ale zaraz się dowiemy. Ten z panów, który zwyciężył w tym starciu, pójdzie do walki o złoto.
Okay, they've taken their helmets off over in the men's list, which means they're going to be announcing a winner after 3 rounds. Here comes the referee with the card. Here's some slow motion of the women's first round. You see, swing and a miss, choked up a little bit too far on that polearm here. Poland has got a slightly lower grip, so that makes up for her shortness. Here comes the women's list. Trading blows left and right. Boom, that scored a point, and she just blocks it. There's South Africa going north to south there. Poland to the lower leg, South Africa to the head, blocked. Poland to the midsection, blocked. South Africa, blocked. They're both getting a little gas there. That scored to South Africa's head. There we go. That's another point. South Africa's looking for a way to score. There it is. Hitting the lower legs. That'll work for her. And that opened up the head. And that also opened up the helmet. I'm not sure I like how often that helmet's popping open there. And they continue the fight. Another point to the head. Poland's just blocking everything. The cross check to the face, and there's the round. Did we find out who won between France and Spain? Oh, they're still going at it. Here we go. Oh, he's got the polearm over his head. He could put him down to a moik. He's trying to put his weight on him, trying to take him down. If he takes him down, that's more points. He's hanging up. Oh, they're doing some leg action, trying to trip him up in the leg. They're grappling, and they're stalled out, and it looks like the referee is breaking them up. If the action stalls, the referee is perfectly within his rights to break them up and get them fighting again. They're eyeing each other up, looking for the opening. Shot to the arm, shot to the midsection, shot to the head, and France is grabbing Poland. Oh, he's pushing him back. Oh, backhand. Now he's grabbing him, looking like he's trying to pull him down. Trying to do something judo-ish. Nope, pressing his head against... Oh, that's going to leave a mark. And the winner of the women's bout was Poland, or as they call it here, Polska. That's your favorite son. That's your hometown crowd here. This is the home field advantage for Poland. And these Poland fans, once they get going, they really go. They really love their team here in Poland. Tallying up the points on the men's list. Some slow motion action. South Africa scored a point. Got over the polearm there. And cross check to the face. And that was the end of the round in the women's list.
Now we're waiting for the final round over here, and once it's done, then we'll have the final fight between the ladies again.
Drodzy Państwo, mamy zwycięzcę, czyli pierwszego finalistę. Albo Francja, albo Hiszpania.
And in the men's list, the runner, Spain, España. No, I didn't see that fight, so I can't judge, but that disarm was pretty stiff by the
A teraz w szranki zapraszać będziemy na drugą walkę półfinałową. Drodzy Państwo, zmierzą ze sobą reprezentant Anglii oraz reprezentant Polski, Robert. Wielkie brawa!
We'll meet in the men's list now. For those of you, it's important to note that England is England, not Great Britain, not the United Kingdom, England. The other nations of the United Kingdom, Wales and Scotland in particular, have their own teams.
No i tutaj wiemy już, jak to będzie, jeśli chodzi o kobiety. Walką o brązowy medal, czwarte miejsce będzie pomiędzy Stanami
And here comes action in the men's list, Poland versus England.
Południową Afryką, a walką o złoto pierwsze miejsce będzie między reprezentantką Nowej Zelandii a reprezentantką Polski.
Referee just checking a few last details there before picking up his staff. Poland versus England, semifinals. Polearm category, International Medieval Combat Federation World Championships, Day 1. And here we go. Measuring each other up. Looking for the opening. And here, England leads off. It's blocked. Poland is pushing with the cross check. And winds up and bam, that's a point. Now more blows that are blocked by each of the competitors. Here comes Poland, bashing in. Definitely the aggressor. England is heavier and stockier. Look at how they're moving the barriers there. Here comes Poland. Every shot blocked. England answering back. Poland swings again. England looking for the opportunity. Here he comes. That's blocked. There was a shot to the lower leg there. Boom! Here comes Poland. Rushing in with the blows. Boom. There goes Poland again, hitting the lower leg. Ooh, that was a half, but didn't score points, but did knock him up. And these guys are going so hard, they didn't even notice the fight was stopped. Chatetsky. How do we pronounce that first name? Norbert Chatetsky is the champion for Poland. And do we have the name of the English fighter? Look at the dents in Chatetsky's helm. Look at those oculars there. That may be 14 or even 12 gauge steel. But when you come down with all that leverage in that polearm, it can do some damage to those helmets. My original helmet was 14 gauge stainless steel. Looks like the surface of the moon.
Drodzy Państwo, jesteśmy już gotowi na rundę drugą. Przypominam, Robert reprezentuje Polskę oraz nasz przeciwnikiem jego teraz jest reprezentant Anglii.
Okay, so we're getting ready for round 2 on the men's list. Here we go, round 2, Poland versus England. Again, with the measuring, here's the chess game. Boom, England starts it out, it's blocked, Poland comes back, they're trading blows, everything looks to be blocked here. A little kayak action, left and right, a little pushing back, pushing and shoving, no points here, boom, there it was. He found the opening, Czetecki did. These Eastern Europeans are good at this game. They've been doing it longer than anyone. And attempted takedown, but he takes down himself. Since Poland hit the ground, that counts against him. And they continue. That's points for England right there. And Poland starts off. There's a point, and England answers back. England's taking advantage of the fact that Poland dropped the polearm. Hitting him again, and now they're pushing and shoving, more wrestling, a shot to the lower legs, pushed into the corner, England comes back, pushes him back against. Now Poland is pushing England against the wall. England is going down on his head, trying to push him down. That's the way to knock him down. A butt spike and there it is. That's round 2. The referee calls it to the round. Lots of good action that time.
Drodzy Państwo, co tutaj się dzieje?
You really got to hand it to these guys. They're standing in, they're standing up, and they're scoring points.
Wszyscy pełni niepokoju teraz.
Meanwhile, over in the women's list, they're giving the women a chance to rest before their final round.
Teraz okaże się, czym ta walka się skończy.
Camera that you're looking at.
Drodzy Państwo, jeszcze wszystko się może zdarzyć tutaj. O, konkurencja bardzo niebezpieczna i lubiana przez tych zawodników, tylko chyba przez tych bardziej szybkich i silnych. Chociaż to
outside the tournament field with merchants, food and drinks and historical exhibits and of course the fortress itself. And the winner, England! That was hard fought. That was a close call. I wouldn't have called that. For England, Elizabeth and St. George. Some serious love there. Some serious love there. There he is. He's waving the Polish flag in tribute to their courage and skill. It's always nice to see lots of respect in the sport. No one really hates anybody in the sport. I can tell you from personal experience, there's some people who we will be on opposite sides of things in the real world, courtrooms, things like that. But when we put on the armor, when we're wearing the red, white, and blue, we're all Americans. Going to let the men take a rest before their final round. Here's some slow motion action. They were literally head to head. Headbutting is legal in this game. Boom! Now that scored a point. I think that even put a new dent in there. But here came England answering back. And there's a hook with the butt, thereby taking England's polearm out of play. But here you see he's trying to do a hip throw, and it doesn't work. England was just too heavy. He didn't have the right angle on the throw, and so he wound up on the ground.
Now for the female championships.